Welcome back, everybody. It's Jeff and Justin here, the Frustrated Rockstars, back again live on MP4 with some talk and roll.
Talk and roll.
We are professional music fans.
That's what we are.
That's what we call ourselves.
Don't call us journalists. Journalists? Yeah. No, we're professional fans, just like you.
And we were at the Atlanta Brewing Company in Atlanta, Georgia, drinking some Red Brick Ale. Thank them so much for having us here. We're having a great time talking about music. Now, tonight's headliner, we're going to talk about should artists announce their set lists at concerts. So you go to a big show, do you want to know what you're going to hear, or should it be a surprise?
Is it ever really a surprise? Don't they just play their greatest hits, Jeff?
Well, we'll see.
Not always.
Yes, exactly. So
Stick around.
We'll talk about that and get to some of your comments in tonight's encore. But first, let's check out the opening act. All right, Justin, you're a big Eminem fan. He said recently hip-hop...
I love Eminem.
Hip-hop was going downhill.
Well, here's what the article is about. Of course, Eminem's back with his new album on Interscope,
Which comes out May 14th.
And by the way, not really hot on the first two singles.
Wait, now, a couple of weeks ago, you were hot on the new single.
Crack the Bottle, okay. The second single, We Made You. Cool video, hilarious video. But it's still Eminem, and it's still, his clever rapping is amazing. And what was great about the article is he talked about how he was going to retire, but he's been listening to music and watching MTV and what have you.
Right.
And he said, this rap is so crap, I have to come back. He said the big thing was that everything now is just a hook and a chorus. In other words, nobody's working on the actual rhyming skill, using interesting rhyming words, multiple syllabic kind of end words.
The talent part of rap.
Right. He said with T.I., it's coming back, and with some Kanye West and some others, they're actually focused on the rap. You know, like when we started listening to rap in the old school, like the Rakims and the Kool Moe Dees, where the rap was so intricate and fast and talented. And Eminem's the best at it. It really is.
Well, so what do you think? Sign it or drop it? Hip-hop, him saying this, sign it or drop it?
I really, really, really say sign it. He's one of the few artisans of rap. It's not about the Bentley. It's not about the dollars. He likes making that, but he truly is kind of like the Eddie Van Halen, the virtuoso, if you will, of lyricizing.
Well, because of that, I say drop it.
Why?
This T.I., Lil Wayne, it all sounds the same. It's all this vocoder stuff.
You don't listen,
I don't.
You don't listen to enough rap.
No, I don't.
T.I. is an amazing rapper. He is so fast. It's unbelievable.
Great.
And he comes up with, he rhymes
But the
like...
music as a whole sounds bland. It blends in with everything else I hear now. Turn on your top 40 radio station. All you hear is the same vocoder sound. I say drop it. Eminem, yes. Hip-hop is going down. It's still going downhill. He could save it, not T.I. and Lil Wayne. That's what I say, drop it.
Lil Wayne, I was excited because he was so big, and I got into it for about 2 weeks. But yeah, it's all vocoder. It's crap.
That's T.I. That's all.
It's all the usual. Hey, look out, West Side, West Side.
You're with me.
I'm with you on that one. But T.I.'s got talent. Although he's just going down the same path, found with guns, buying machine guns, and all that. Eminem is a really talented rapper, and I thought that took balls to come out and say that. And like I said, I didn't like the second single, but I love his talent. It takes balls to be the best rapper in the world and be white and do a comeback. And while you're doing a comeback, say, this is why I came back. Sign it.
Okay. There you go. All right, let's check out tonight's headliner. So, Justin, we've been to many concerts together. Big shows, small
Thousands.
shows. Well, I mean, come on.
All right, 4.
When we go and you anticipate, are they going to play hits,
Sure.
cuts? Do you want to know? Should it be a surprise? Or do you want to go in knowing what they're going to play?
You figure at the end you're going to hear the big songs.
Right.
That they're building up to Poison, you're going to hear nothing but a good time close to the end.
You kind of picture what the set list
Sure.
is going to be. Do you want to know going in, or do you want it to be completely a surprise?
Right. Well, if you've seen the band multiple times and you've seen them before, if you've seen Metallica play one 7 times, you might want to hear Trapped Under Ice instead of one.
Exactly.
But if you've seen them the first time, you want to see the hits. You want to hear the greatest hits.
Just like when we saw the Police.
Right.
We went to the bathroom and got beers when Roxanne came on.
But we were hoping for Miss Grudenko.
Yeah, but that wasn't going to happen. So should artists let you know what they're going to play? Or because a lot of times nowadays it gets published online. You know what the set list is. And that, I think that spoils it. I want to go in and hope that I'm going to hear some deep cut that maybe they would never play.
You want to go in like Frank Costanza. You want to go in fresh.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing.
But that's not
if you're a big band and you're doing multiple nights, I would love, all right, again, with the Metallica, okay? I would love if they did like an old school night, nothing after Justice for All. and the next night they did all like new rock.
No one. That's the problem. No one would go.
Yes, they would.
I don't think so.
Yes, they would. There's tons. First thing, the diehards would go both nights.
Yeah.
And then the diehards would go the first night, and then the guys that want to bring a date would go the second night. They sell out every single night, Jason.
Well, that's a good point. Maybe they could play a smaller venue. I don't know if they could play a big venue, well, Metallica could. But like U2, same thing. They potentially could do a 80s night and a 90s night and a 2000s
all right,
night.
what's fun, if they're going to do the greatest hits, fine. It's just, the only question is what order they're going to play them in. What I hate to hear is if there's a surprise. If there's a good surprise, like, wow, I can't believe they played that deep cut. That's fun when it blows you, because you're sitting there going, oh my God, I know this one. Oh, they're not playing this.
Yeah.
That feeling, that moment?
That's the chills feel.
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe this is one of my favorites. They never play this.
See, so as long as bands at least do that, I think that it'll...
It's just like Christmas, right? Sometimes you're getting something so nice that they have to ask you if you want it for Christmas because they're spending so much money. And sometimes they just pop it out, and it's always a surprise that really blows you. Those are the memorable gifts.
That's... Unfortunately, I don't think that we've had that, and I haven't had that in concert in a while. I can't believe they're playing this.
Right. Well, I remember when Motley Crue played Louder Than Hell, I felt that way. I was like, wow.
That was the last time. That is true. Good call.
All right.
All right, let's do some solo riffs now, speaking of concerts.
Get some.
Justin here got us tickets to the Crew Fest this summer, and I'm looking forward to going, although he did say they're lawn seats. Then he texted me. Yes, that's right, we text. He wants to tailgate at the Crew Fest. And I'm like, tailgating, lawn seats, what's the difference?
Every movie that comes out nowadays is a remake of something. Listen, why not do more rock bios? Everybody loves them. The Doors. Heck, do a rock star. Make more rock movies. People love them. They rent well. They play great on MTV. There's so many stories that haven't been told. Stop doing remakes. Start doing rock bios. And speaking of doing things, let's do the encore.
Another great comment from YouTube from Justice League the Band. Gee, is he promoting his band on YouTube?
Yeah, they got Aquaman on drums. What's going on here?
But he's commenting on the 2009 Picky Awards.
Good.
We did an award show.
All right, sure. I was hoping to get some comments.
Here he goes. What's the matter with y'all?
Definitely Southern.
You spent the whole time talking about rap, country, and pop music. Yeah, we like to cover all genres.
We cover all genres.
And then bash Van Halen again at the end. Get over the Michael Anthony thing. Nobody cares, and they rocked it on the tour last year. Van Halen is Van Halen as long as it's Dave, Eddie, and Alex. Michael has always been the lame cat in the band. Oh, I do not like that. Justice League the Band.
I'm not going to say a word, Jeff. You handle this entire one. It's so obvious. Go.
The whole Van Halen legacy has been ruined by this tour last year. You don't hire a kid to replace one of the greatest background vocalists of all time. Sure, he's not the cutest guy in the band. He didn't write all the songs, but he's got that background vocal that makes the Van Halen sound. And not to mention, we wait all these years for the original Van Halen, and we still don't get it, even with David Lee Roth.
I have nothing to add.
Enough said.
I have nothing to add.
We've covered it many times. Check out all of our shows at YouTube, and you'll see us sprinkle it in, because we love Michael Anthony.
We love Michael Anthony, and there are no bigger Van Halen fans in the world than you and I.
My first idol is Eddie Van Halen, although I'm disgusted of what he's doing now, but that's a whole different thing.
It's like the Nirvana thing. We love these bands, but hey, we got to call them to task.
Hey, yes. If Eddie was right here, I wouldn't be like, oh my God. I'd say, hey, I don't like what you're doing now.
Right.
Hey, that's the honest truth.
All right.
Hey, we're professional music fans. We love talking about it, and thank you so much for watching. Once again, from the Atlanta Brewing Company, thank you so much for joining us, and until the next time,
listen to Van Halen and enjoy your music. If you count me off, if you cut me up and never stop.